Hi friends, welcome back to my channel. My name is Natalie. I haven't posted in a year because I've been really busy with moving and university, but I'm back and I have a updated tattoo tour. For those of you that watched my previous one, I only had 3 at the time. Currently I have 7, which is a lot. And I come from a very conservative Chinese family background, and my family members hate that I have tattoos. But yeah, I got 7 new tattoos. So the first one that I want to show you guys is this one. It is a hummingbird fine line tattoo. I got this in January of last year, I think. In terms of pain level, I would say this is like a 3 out of 10. It's not that painful. And it's a great place for if you're getting your first tattoo and you are not sure if you can handle pain. This is a great placement for first tattoo goers. The next tattoo I want to talk about is actually my very first tattoo that started my whole tattoo addiction journey. It is on my back over here. And as you can see, it's like a pearl shell, but in the middle, instead of pearl, it's like a little heart. It's so cute, right? I got this tattoo because I wanted something to represent my mom. Because growing up, I come from a background whereby my family is divorced, but they're both happily remarried now, which is good for them. But growing up, I was closer to my mom than my dad because she was the one that took care of me. And my grandmother from my mom's side would call my mom Jului, and Jului in Cantonese, it basically means pearl girl. If you're doing a direct translation to English, pearl girl. Basically someone that is very precious because she's the only daughter in her family. And I wanted my first tattoo to be something very small and cute, but also very meaningful to me personally. So that's why I got my first tattoo. Sorry, I'm so smiley because I'm so nervous because I haven't talked in front of the camera in over a year. I also got a tattoo that represents kind of mental health, depression, anxiety kind of thing. I got it on my here. A lot of people really love this tattoo because it's very feminine. And it's basically just a butterfly with the semicolon symbol. And if you do a little bit of research online, basically the semicolon tattoo represents the mental health community. I used to struggle a lot with mental health issues. I still do, to this day I still do, but it's a lot more manageable. But I remember in high school, oh my god, I was so depressed and suicidal because it's not easy as a teen. I'm an only child, okay? I don't really have anyone to talk to. I didn't really have many friends growing up. I had to navigate my high school without friends, without a partner, and my parents were going through a divorce and getting remarried, and I was getting bullied in high school. That's another story for another time, but it was very exhausting and chaotic, and I just didn't see the point in living. I became one of those girls that would play catchy songs on repeat with my earphones and wearing a black hoodie over my head. I was one of those emo kids. I had a emo phase. I'm so sorry. Where was I? I keep yapping until I forget what I'm talking about. Right, butterfly tattoo. So the semicolon represents mental health. The butterfly represents rebirth, renewal, because the time period that I got this tattoo was when I was changing my degree from... At first I was studying psychology, and I changed from psychology to advertising. And it was a really big change for me because the place where I studied psychology, it was very quiet, nature, very peaceful. There were squirrels, and it was very outskirt kind of area. When I started studying advertising in Sunway University, oh my god, there are so many people. It's always so crowded, so noisy. I'm always getting stimulation overload. My senses can't take it. And it's a big change for me. And it was really scary because I had to go and sign up for the degree on my own. But I'm really proud of myself that I did that. So I got this tattoo as a representation of me becoming a new version of myself, a better version of myself. The next tattoo that I want to talk about is the most painful tattoo that I've ever gotten. It's a colored tattoo. It is a crescent moon with a lotus flower in the middle. and it's in red. I've really been into like red ink on my skin recently. I feel like it complements my skin tone. I don't know, because I'm warm toned olive skin kinda. Also, my ethnicity is Chinese, but I don't look Chinese. Okay, I'm a brown bitch. Like, I look more brown than yellow in my opinion, because all the Asian girls that are in my school or like around me, they're so fair. They're so fair and cool tone and white. That doesn't work on me. I look brown. I'm like fucking milk chocolate. Okay. Okay. Anyway, enough of my rant. Anyway, my crescent moon lotus flower tattoo. Basically, what it means is like, because my grandmother from my mom's side, her name has a Chinese word lian, 莲花的莲. So lian means lotus flower. My grandmother is the first person I lost in my family. My whole life I've lost two people, my grandmother and my uncle, both from my mom's side. And growing up, I remember like my earliest childhood days, I wasn't really close with my parents, but I was close with my grandmother because she would spoil me and take such good care of me, and just I love her a lot. I remember the moment that she passed away from lung cancer from secondhand smoke. I felt really numb. I don't remember if I cried because I was like, what, 10? Very young. And you know, since I already got a tattoo over here to represent my mom, so I wanted something, like I wanted the placement to be close to my mom that represents my grandma. You get what I mean? That's why it's like my mom and then my grandma. You see the vision that I was going for? And then the crescent moon with the lotus flower. I've always wanted like a moon on my body because, you know, the moon represents femininity and the crescent moon signifies new beginnings. And I feel like it's just such a pretty, I don't know, I just love, I'm one of those girls that is like really into moon phases and horoscopes and MBTIs. I'm one of those bitches, okay? You can come at me in the comments. I'm proud of it. I'm proud of my crazy spirituality because it makes me happy. I just wanted to combine those two, the femininity of the moon and the lotus flower that represents my grandma. And then I have my most recent tattoo, which is this one. And I love it so much. It's like a red colored ribbon line art tattoo. And I just love it. This is my favorite tattoo. This tattoo, okay, there's a backstory behind it. Originally, I wanted to put my boyfriend's initial in the middle of the tattoo, like a V, in the middle of the ribbon. But then I thought about it for like a few weeks, and I also talked to my friends about it, and I realized like, I probably shouldn't do that. I mean, I love him, and he's my everything, and I can't wait to get married to him. Manifesting. But I just felt like it was a really bad idea to get my partner's initial on my body when we're not like married together yet. You get what I mean? I don't know. I just wanted something to represent my love for him, because originally I wanted to get the red ribbon because like in Chinese culture we have like a red ribbon symbol thing. I'll put a picture somewhere over here if I can find it online. That represents how two souls are tied together, like something like soulmates. I wanted to get that to represent my relationship with him, because honestly, it is the healthiest relationship I've ever been in after recovering from like my first abusive relationship and my second one, which also didn't really work out. I changed my plan. I just decided to get the red ribbon. And also online, if you Google search online, the red ribbon tattoo represents connections, bonds with people that you care about. So to me, what this tattoo represents is basically like my bonds and my connections with my family, myself, and my friends and my partner. In a way, it's like he is included, but he's not the only meaning behind my tattoo, but he's included in the package of connections and bonds. My next tattoo is, I think, my biggest tattoo. I'm not so sure. It's like the wings with the crown. Do you see it? Honestly, I mostly got it because I just think it looks really pretty and badass. it's like, because I usually wear t-shirts. I don't usually show off my tattoos, but it's like when I do show off my tattoos and wear like a backless, sexy dress, I want to look cool. I want to look badass, like a gangster. You know what I mean? Because I feel like, and I've had my friends tell me this before, whereby my university friends say that I look like such a good girl, like a nerd. I was a nerd in high school, honestly. I was like a straight A student and I wouldn't really talk to anyone or like hang out or like have fun. I've never been clubbing, I've never drank or smoked or anything. Like boring good girl, nice girl lifestyle. So I guess for me, getting tattoos is a way to rebel. Rebel like my good girl image. I like the idea of like, you know, the crown makes me feel like I am in control of my body, of my life, of my decisions, and I am a queen, okay? I am not just some princess for guys to pick on. I'm a motherfucking queen, and sometimes I forget that, and I just decided to get this tattoo as a way to kind of remind myself of my place and my worth and the value that I bring to the table. Next is my rose tattoo. So this is the rose tattoo. This is my second tattoo actually. I got it after the pearl tattoo, and my best friend in high school, she wrote me a poem titled Midnight Rose, and she bought me like a hand cream which was midnight rose scented. She told me that my personality is kind of like a rose. Like I have the beauty of a rose, but I also have the thorns of a rose, and I'm just very prickly, okay? I'm not, like in real life, if you know me in real life, I'm not like the most likable person sometimes because I say things that can be very straightforward and hurtful to people that are like more sensitive to words. Because I just say what I mean. I have no filter, and in like a Chinese culture, Asian culture, where everyone's like, I feel bad saying this, like a pushover, doormat, and we Asians have like a lot of people-pleasing tendencies. I feel like I'm breaking out of that stereotype by talking about my boundaries and being so honest. My sense of humor is very sarcastic and sometimes insulting. My boyfriend knows this. He is the biggest victim of my fucked up humor, but I'm proud of it because it's who I am and it's what makes me different and it's what makes me unique, you know? The rose also means like being able to bloom and grow and become beautiful even when you are in a very bad environment. Because apparently, like roses, they can grow in environments that are not ideal, like dark or murky or something. So my best friend at the time, she wrote the poem to tell me that like even though I came from a dark place whereby I got bullied and I had mental health issues and my parents are divorced, but I still blossomed into the person that I am today, which is like really strong and kind. Yeah, I feel like it's a really rare thing to have this kind of mentality whereby you don't act like a victim and you don't blame anyone and you just kind of keep going and keep pushing yourself until you get to the place that you want to be, until you become the person that you want to be. It's really hard to find like strong, resilient, beautiful people nowadays. I'm not like sucking my own clit or sucking my own clit, but like I'm not saying that I am the best and you should admire me and learn to be like me. No, that's not what I'm saying at all. I feel like growing up, because okay, I went to private school, I'm going to Sunway University. A lot of people that are my age are they easily fall victim to like unhealthy habits. Like if they came from a really dark background, like from abuse, like abusive relationship, or they got cheated on, or their parents are divorced, they tend to allow themselves to let go of their morals and their values and their integrity to just start drinking, smoking, vaping, fucking around, like friends with benefits and stuff. And I'm not really into that lifestyle. I know I shouldn't judge them, but I feel like if I would let myself go to that point, there would be nothing special about me anymore, and I wouldn't have anything to offer my partner, like stability or nurturing or caring. Because if I break myself, my health, my physical, everything for the sake of instant gratification and happiness in that moment, it's not gonna last long, and I feel like in the long run it'll make me feel more empty. So yeah, I think that's about it. I'm sorry that I rambled so much. I know you guys just came to see what tattoos I have, but I love to yap. And yeah, thanks for tuning in. I hope, oh right, I'll leave the Instagram of my tattoo artist here if you guys are interested to go. She is like a home studio in Puchong, and she owns four cats. I keep going back to her because of her cats. They're so cute. They're so fluffy and fat. I think tattoos can be really expensive, but the price point that she gives is really good. Like this was, I think 150. My small tattoos are like 150. This one as well, 150. I think this was like 280, 300, something like that. It's really cheap because usually tattoos in Malaysia is like 400-500 ringgit, but I usually get it for like 280, 300, 320, which is like not bad. So yeah, thanks for tuning in and watching. Don't forget to like and leave me a comment or subscribe if you want to see more videos like this one. That's all from me, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye!